Hey, welcome to the channel. My name is Mike, and today I'm going to be reviewing this. This is my Cody James hat that I picked up not too long ago. I've already had it on some reviews, or I've worn it. I just wanted to talk about it because I reviewed my last hat. Some folks were asking about my last hat, which is a black Cody James wool felt hat. It's a 3X. So I've purchased different hats, and I've also made reviews on those as well. Those are bull hide 8X hats. Now, they were different, and if you haven't seen those reviews, you might want to check those out. They are a higher quality because they are a wool fur blend, and they're just not 100% wool. So I felt the difference in those, and I really liked the fact that it was a higher quality hat, and you could feel it. And when I was shaping it, you could feel it. You could feel the texture. It's just different. But the thing that I did not like about it was, as I was purchasing it, the website was very limited. It was called hatcountry.com, and it was very limited in what it told you, at least on these bullhide hats. How high is the crown? How long is the brim? All those good things they did not share. Why am I saying all of that? I'm saying all that to say this. The Cody James was the black Cody James was the very first hat that I had. It's right here. It's still one of my favorites. It looks the best on me. It's got a nice large crown, higher crown. It's got a large brim, and when it's shaped, it's the cattleman crease, and when it's shaped, it fits really good on my head. And so I felt confident in, I want a chocolate and I want a gray. I haven't gotten the chocolate yet. Still on the lookout for that, but I did find the gray. And as you can see, it plays real well with my head shape. It's very close to this black cattleman, but it's a different cattleman crease. It's not nearly as, the crown isn't as tall, and it's not as deep. But I like that. I like it. It is a cattleman. It's just not as tall and as deep. I like that black one. I had that one shaped for me at Boot Barn. That was my very first hat. I personally shaped this one. And I shaped it to match that style. And this is more of a rodeo. It's not full on JB brim, but it's more rodeo style. With that flat, it's not a full on taco. It doesn't come down to the the V. I started shaping it, and I got it to the way I want it. It took a lot because, man, you ever see those hat shapers? They hit the pedal, and it just starts shaping. Yeah. So I found out those are like $2,000, $2,500 machines per piece, and your clothes steamer is not gonna get the job done. So I enjoy watching guys steam and shape hats. But back to this hat. I love this hat. So in my last review, I talked about how I did not like the leather band. And it's common with cowboy hats, but it was one of the things where I was like, I just wish I didn't have that, simply because for me, I'm a sweater. I sweat a whole lot. Well, come to find out that some Cody James hats have a traditional, and what I mean by traditional, more like baseball cap style sweatbands, where it's more of a sweat wicking band, whereas leather against the skin tends to make you want to sweat more. Now, I'm not sure, different qualities maybe. I know that my 8X bull hides, they do have a different quality of leather, but I'm also noticing like that grips my head better, which is great. And that makes sense for people who are riding horses, because you need it to stick to your head. You don't want to be riding like this, right? It just needs to stick to your head. But what I found was it also made me sweat more because I'm a sweater. This one is just traditional baseball cap style sweat wicking. It fits pretty good, actually. It's a 7.5, and it fits pretty good. As you can see, it's not too small for my head, because if it was too small, it actually would sit a little bit higher. But it sits well, and so I'm telling you, I'm liking it. I love the way it fits. There's the side profile. That's looking down. This is my favorite portion right here, just because I just love the way that looks. I shaped this, like I said, I shaped this myself. Not this. This comes from the factory the way it is, and I've yet to change that on these 3Xs. I've heard from a lot of people you can't do it. I've heard from others that they have done it. So kind of don't know where to go with that. I have the 8Xs, the bull hides. I shaped those. I took the crown, put some steam to it, punched them out, start from scratch, but I was able to shape that. This one I didn't. But when I purchased it, I was like, okay, well that's a shape that I like, and then I'm gonna go with. And like I said, I've been loving it. It's a very good hat. This is what I shaped. This is what I shaped right here. I shaped the brim. And again, like I said, I'm liking it. I like my hats to come just right above my ears. You can see that there. It's right above the ears, like sitting on the ear. That's what I like. And so, yeah, I'm happy with this hat. I really like the way that it came out. This is not a long review, but the other part of my reviews that I like to talk about, usually I get my stuff for a deal. Now, this one I did not get a deal on. I bought this one brand new. My family bought it for me for Father's Day last year, and it's been a great hat. We paid retail for it, which was, I think, 89 bucks. Now, I need to say this. I was just thinking about it, just came across my mind, and I need to say it. First of all, when you take off your hats, when you lay them down, they need to be laying on the crown. You do not want to lose the shape of your brim here. See that? See how it's shaped like that? You lay it down, you're gonna lose its shape. It's gonna look funny on you, okay? You wanna carry it like this as much as you can. Sometimes, especially when you meet a lady that, you know, you're gonna greet her, you're gonna grab it usually from here. You lift straight up, straight back down. Don't wear your hat backwards. I need to say that. Now, some people will look at this and go, hey, I believe someone said on one of my videos that they thought my hat was backwards because I had it was really JB brimmed out, and it was really like the separation was far. And they mistook it for being backwards. You know it's not backwards because the band is on the left side. This is how you know. But I've seen people, and that's my wife coming home. I'm not taking that out. I'm leaving that in. But I've seen people wear their hat backwards and they have no idea that they're wearing it backwards. And so you want to be cognizant of that, because that's the last. Like, hey, look, I know some of the people who come watch my videos, especially like my Amazon boot videos, you're trying to get into the Western scene. You're trying to wear these things new for the very first time. And so some people looking to get a Cody James hat, you're looking to get it new. My advice to you is don't wear your hat backwards, right? Wear it forwards, right? So that's usually gonna be the side that's a little bit smaller. Now, if you have it more rodeo style, you might have it just a little bit wider. You'll know what's forward by this buckle right here. That buckle needs to be on the left side. If it's on the left side, you know you got it straight forward. Okay, put your hat on its crown. Lay it down on its crown. Okay. If you have a hat hanger, then you could just kind of hang it on there. There's a lot of other hat etiquette videos that you can watch, but I don't get too much into it. I don't subscribe to the, hey, if you put it on your bed, it's bad luck. I don't do the bad luck thing. I trust in God, and that's where all the goodness in my life has come from. I don't believe in luck. I don't do the luck thing. Anyway, that being said, I got this hat for $50. Now, they sell for about $80 to $90, and this one sells for $90 in the store. How'd I get it for $50? I'm telling you, I talked about this pair of Cody James boot. Cody James, being that they're the in-house brand for Boot Barn, they get a lot of stuff that gets touched and worn in the stores or whatever. You might have a scratch or whatever, but they have some pretty good outlets online, usually through eBay, where they're able to get to some of the stuff and then they end up just reselling it because there was something wrong with it. I believe this one was just misshapen. It had like a crease somewhere that wasn't supposed to be here. This brim was kind of a little lopsided, so they were selling at a discount. No, they know that they could sell it to people and they're gonna shape them up, and it can be shaped. So I was able to take advantage of this deal, got it for $50, and I really like it. I really like this hat. It looks great. No, it's not a higher X hat, but I do not work in my hats. I do not use them to You know, I'm not a cowboy, I'm not a rancher, so, you know, I just like Western wear. I'm not gonna be out there on the ranch working in a cowboy hat. If that was the case, then yes, I definitely would invest in a higher X hat. But that's not the case. I don't work on a ranch, and so therefore I don't need the higher fur quality. This is just to enjoy and to wear out. And sure, there's always quality in higher X's and higher quality things, but as I've already said, I don't necessarily need it. If I have the extra money, I'd rather put that to boots. And that is my review of this Cody James 3X gray hat. There is no on-foot portion because this ain't boots, it's a hat, and it's been on my head the whole time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I know I never really say it because you're on YouTube, you kind of know to do the YouTube thing, but every once in a while it's good to make a call to action. And I will see you guys on the next one.